The next question I want to ask you, but before I ask you this question, I want to flip the book over, staying in Matthew, and I want to read Matthew 22:18. 21 and 18. And it reads like this. Now in the morning as he returned to the city, he was hungry. And seeing a fig tree by the road, he came to it and found nothing on it but leaves. And said to it, let no fruit grow on you ever again. Immediately the fig tree withered away. Just give you a little backdrop of what's going on. Jesus has just come off the fast and he's famished. And he sees a fig tree and he walks to this tree and he's like, oh God, man, I hadn't eaten forever. These are about to be the best figs I've. Ain't nothing. Not one. Nothing. Nowhere. Nothing. That's okay. Then since you can't serve me, I curse you. The next question I want to ask is, what are you serving? God, I really believe, is in our churches, walking around looking at what we're doing, but more importantly, he's looking at what we're not doing. I really believe this, that in this season, that God really wants us to get out of our box and do more. I really believe if it means we have to get in the street, then that's what you got to do. What are you serving? Because God is walking around and he's seeing you praise and he's seeing you speak in tongues and he's seeing you doing all of the stuff that you do for church. Notice I said for church and not for God. Ain't that funny? He's seeing all of the stuff that you do for church, but he doesn't see anything that you do for him. And that's coming, he's getting sick and he's getting tired. He's getting sick and tired of the division between God's people. The Bible says one can set 1,000 to flight, but two can set 10,000. Look at the great stuff that happens when we work together. Look at the great stuff that happens when we're not worried about our agenda. The only thing we need to know is that if God is at the head of it, we on the same page. If God is at the head of it, I don't have to preach. I can set up chairs. If God is at the head of it, I don't have to be on the keyboard. I can get on the drum. If God is at the headboard, even though I know I'm this, I'm that, I can take up money. If God is at the head of it, it doesn't matter what I have to do. If God is at the head of it, it doesn't matter if they're singing old school Southern gospel. It doesn't matter if they're singing contemporary gospel. It doesn't matter if they're singing urban gospel, contemporary Christian, contemporary urban gospel. If God is at the head of it, it doesn't matter, because I'm all in, because God is the number one motivating factor. It doesn't. We try to have favorites to what we do. We try to structure how we're going to be effective for God. Jesus looked at the fig tree, pissed, upset, mad, disgusted, because he's coming from this far distance, having fasted, hungry, famished, wanting something, looking for something, finally getting a glimpse of something, getting excited, and when he gets to the dinner table, there's nothing to eat. So that's why I asked, the second question I asked is, what are you serving? How many times would Jesus come to your table and not see any fruit? They say, Brother Brandon, you just kind of beating up on us tonight, ain't you?